Hello everybody and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Mirage! I am very excited. I could have shouted that right down your headsets, but I thought I'd better do the sort of fake shouty just because I don't want to blow your eardrums out down your TV. Yeah, there we go. I wondered if Ubisoft would do something because a lot of us got the game early. I think a lot of the collector's edition pre-orders arrived literally on the 3rd just so they could make sure everyone had it by the 5th. But I know there's been some people. I would normally use a sweary word here, but obviously I don't want to swear within the first sort of 5 minutes of my video starting. So some will say tubes, were uploading the ending to things like Twitter. So I genuinely hope those people get their consoles fried by some special virus that the guys at Ubisoft make, because that is uncalled for. I hate people that spoil stuff for other people. So let us continue. If you want a quick reminder, go watch the previous episode. Nah, I'm only kidding. Basim's still in his training. We are literally exactly where we finished off last night with the mission to go to Al Hassan's workshop. So let's get right on that. I'm pushing the wrong buttons because I've got Assassin's Creed muscle memory. Oh, he can do the leap of faith now. Hey, hey.
Assalamu alaikum, Basim.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I must see Al Hassan. He awaits me.
He does await me. So Basim's now quite a bit into his training. I'd say months probably, given that his beard's growing out, his hair's growing out, and he's more comfortable with that leap of faith now than he was before. He's better, if you remember from the quick training montage we got, everybody needs a training montage. He managed to best Roshan in a sword fight, or at least get close to her. And he has learned how to be still. In other words, he's learned how to meditate on the things that he's learned and not to beat himself up for mistakes. To learn from those mistakes and accept them as part of him. So here we go.
How are you feeling on this auspicious day?
It is strange, Al Hassan. My head is calmer than I believed it would be. I thought I would be a stormy sea inside, but I am calm and quiet.
Because you have dedicated yourself to your training and left nothing to chance. Here, Basim. You have earned this. It is a great honor. I suspect you understand that.
Roshan and the others are waiting for me. Go down. And thank you, Al Hassan.
Now I suspect that wrapped package will be his hidden blade. Does this guy forge them? See, this is like a blacksmith's forge, but I know he's not the smith for this sect of assassins, so I wonder if he makes their gadgets and stuff.
I wish I could just take a look into the cave for a moment.
Good day, Tabid. What are you busying yourself with?
Have you heard about Iltani? One of the first of our founders. She assassinated Alexander the Great with an ingenious poison. I have attempted to recreate it from historical records. Iltani has taught me that no enemy is untouchable, no matter how powerful they appear.
Thank you for this lesson.
Wafakakallah.
That's interesting. I think they are mentioned early on in the series in Assassin's Creed 2, That assassin is one of the that he's talking about that assassinated Alexander the Great is one of the assassins that you have to find the seals for.
This is a big day for him.
I would be honored to be called to initiation.
I must work harder to become worthy of it. Still, I'm making no progress at all.
The road to initiation is long and very hard. You must take it a day at a time.
Here we go.
Ready to make the leap.
I wish you to know it has been an honor to watch you walk your path, as a novice and as a man.
I am grateful to you for leading the way before me.
I am honored. Come, your new robes await.
This is gonna be good.
Ah, they suit you well. Come, it is time.
Now he's earned the robes of the assassin.
How did you feel on that day so long ago?
I felt afraid. My palms were slick with sweat and my knees were shaking.
There is one part of this initiation that you'll go through that everyone from Ezio forward didn't go through.
Being afraid.
And that's losing his ring finger as a sign of his commitment to the Order that nothing would be more important.
Means to act in the midst of feeling great fear.
Wondered if there was anything to see on either side, but there's really not.
Basim, Ibn Ishaq, are you ready to leave your life behind and walk the path of shadows?
I am.
Are you ready to give up who you once thought you were? Ready to sacrifice everything you held close?
I am.
Never forget the tenets you have sworn to uphold. Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent. Hide in plain sight. Never compromise the Brotherhood. Then, out of the dark, you will come into the light. And from the light, you will return to the dark.
That'll cauterize the wound instantly so that he can function.
Basim ibn Ishaq, you now follow in the Eagle's path.
Yeah, that was his hidden blade. So he has one. Because they didn't start getting two until Ezio's time. Here it is.
Welcome, Hidden One. You have died and been reborn. Now, fight me as your equal.
See if I can remember everything. We've locked on.
Well done.
Take that!
I don't remember teaching you that.
Aha! Nope.
Which one will I strike with next?
How is that
My
for
dagger
focus?
or my sword?
Oh no!
Noor! Noor!
Do not strain. Save your strength.
He traveled unprepared. Left Baghdad in a hurry.
Here, drink.
Guess who's going back to Baghdad?
Ali. He is gone. They took him in the night.
They?
The Order. Bring him to my tent.
If Ali is gone, we are blind. The Order has put a fog over Baghdad and their movements.
We must go to Baghdad.
Roshan, Basim, go with Fulad. Leave at once.
Oh well, I'm taking the guy to the tent and she's away. I'm gonna let it get to the end of the next cutscene because I don't like talking over this because you guys are learning as I'm learning, so. Maybe I can talk over this one though. I just want to touch on the symbolism of them taking the ring finger off. Prior to Assassin's Creed 2, when Leonardo da Vinci tells Ezio that it's no longer required to make a sacrifice, a symbolic sacrifice, the assassins sacrifice their ring finger because that's symbolically the finger that a wedding knot or a wedding band would be put on. And the idea was that the assassins wouldn't get married, they wouldn't have relationships like that because that would take away their commitment to the Order and cloud their focus. But Altair changed that when he became leader of the Order because he had found love during his time with the Order with a Templar, funnily enough, of all things. And he believed that that made him stronger. So that kind of and Ezio realised the same thing, that he had sacrificed everything. Oh, there it is, the intro, the Assassin's Creed proper intro. Oh, there we go, brilliant. Assassin's Creed Mirage. I wondered when we would get the big cinematic. Fantastic.
Basim, we should keep moving.
I would like to look around first, if I may. Baghdad and its surroundings call to me.
Very well, but do not be long. There will be much to do once we reach Harbia.
Look for a lattice-covered courtyard near Shara's mosque. That is where Noor was gathering his information. That is where we will be.
Lattice covered like the ones in Altair's time. Fantastic. What a cinematic intro.
Now, where does my heart take me?
Give me a sec. I'm not going to call my mount. I just want to see. It does. Yeah, he does leave sand prints. Fantastic. Right. I just want to touch on this quickly again. So Ezio had decided that he had sacrificed too much when he gave up a lot of his relationships. And have we got anything in costumes? No. And he when he took up with Sophia at the end of his life, or at the end of his time as the mentor of the assassins, he found a kind of peace and contentment that had eluded him during his dedication to the Creed, and he realised the same thing as Altair, that he had unbalanced his life by being so dedicated to the Creed to the exclusion of everything else in his life, whereas the relationships with other people had made him stronger. So since then, it was never frowned upon for the assassins to have other things going on in their life, and so there was a lot of familial links in the assassins after that, right down to Desmond Miles. His dad was an assassin who was trying to train him inside the assassins. Desmond rebelled and left, but eventually came back to the fold because Abstergo kidnapped him, not for a second not believing that he had secrets to tell them. So it's very much became sort of like a family thing, keeping it in the lineage. So we've got the Initiate of Alamut. Enemies hear 50% less noise during his assassinations, but this can be upgraded to have hear 75% less noise and 100% less noise. So this is very much a stealth focused outfit. Swords, again, it's the Initiate swords that we've got. Can be upgraded by the looks of it, but that just does flat stat upgrades. There's no perks attached to it. But what I did come in here for was this, the skills. Do we take the elixir costs 2, so we won't be making our way down that tree. Pathfinder, or do we have a kick? Let's take the kick. And so what that gives me is, after a parry, press triangle, and I can strike in another direction. Okay. I take it that means that combat with multiple opponents is a possibility, but I don't know if combat's made for if combat in this game is made for engaging multiple opponents. It doesn't seem to be. It feels more duel focused, or duel focused, if that sounds better to your ears, you know, one-on-one. So we're doing the whole follow road thing. This came in Origins and has stayed with the series since then. It allows you to not fast travel to an objective, but it allows you to travel to an objective whilst making a cup of tea, or, you know, checking the latest guide online, or I don't know what you would do. This, to me, I've literally done it just to show you that it's there, but we're going to cancel follow road and I'm going to take direct control here. So we're trying to locate the bureau. We're trying to get into Baghdad at the minute. For some reason the game has taken me way out of my way. Probably to go to this bridge. Fantastic graphics, by the way. I saw a thing this week in the lead up to this game coming out. I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. I know I have my own channel on YouTube, and you'd think that that would put me off, but I find a lot of my gaming news and stuff on YouTube, and one of the things that I found was you know what, we're gonna go this way because I think this takes me into Baghdad. Yeah, I found one of the channels that I like is Game Ranks, and I was watching one of their videos this week on realistic upcoming games in the second half of this year and the sort of first half of 2024, and one of them was made in Unreal Engine 5, and I don't know if you guys have seen these videos on YouTube. So there's been a few designers that have used Unreal Engine 5 to show you the potential, and the footage that they've released is virtual footage or digital footage, so it's not real, but I swear it looks mega realistic. mega realistic. This looks gorgeous, and there's a believable quality to the textures. But I'm telling you now, the stuff in this Unreal Engine 5, so it's things like jungle settings, and urban environments and things that have been created, and they just look absolutely mind-blowingly real. It looks like proper camera footage, like recorded from real life camera footage, but it's all being created in Unreal Engine 5. And one of the games that GameRank showed was a body cam first person shooter, which seems to be becoming a bit of a niche genre, and it looked so realistic. The building that the player was in, the graffiti on the walls, the textures, the sort of ruined urban environment, you know, abandoned building sort of thing. It just looked absolutely like you could have been there. You know, it looked like the guy had just put on taken an airsoft pistol and put on a body cam and then went running around in an abandoned building. Again, it's all in Unreal Engine 5, and it's mind blowing how real games are going to look once developers get to grips with that game engine. So the next gen consoles, or these current gen consoles as we'll call them now, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, plus obviously the latest round of graphics cards on PC, all look like they're going to be absolutely gorgeous. Can I pick that up? No? I'll dismount here. I can interact with this. Oh, that's how I get my codex update. Right, okay. We'll leave my mount at the gate. I don't think I need to ride my mount in there.
Such familiar sights. Greetings once again, Baghdad. Show me what I have missed.
Kudos to the voice actor here. He's got one of these voices that I can feel, if that makes sense. There's a real grit and a gravel, and you can feel the emotion when he's talking. So I am... No, that wasn't what I meant to do. Did I just whistle in my horse? Camel. My camels. There we go. Just because that chest came up on my map, but I don't think it's something I can get to, because that looks quite important, and I'm not running in and starting a fight already. So far, the gates of Baghdad. 7 prisons existed in Baghdad, holding everyone from a few dozen to a few hundred. Prisoners were usually debtors, yeah. So let me just... From its foundation, Baghdad surrounded by walls, pardon me, which protected its inhabitants against invaders and sandstorms. Yeah, I would have thought that. Yeah. Military precision on commercial transit. Round layout. Baghdad had outgrown the original round city and it was abandoned. Because of the destruction of the city by the Mongols in 1258 and the subsequent urbanistic development, no archaeological evidence of it remains. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh wow. That's horseshit. Like, the tangible history lost. Wow. Middle Eastern history is not a speciality of mine. My history is all European and British. So I apologise if I don't know as much. That's why I'm not talking a lot about what about the game in a historical context, I don't want to make a mistake, because I think there's nothing worse than someone who's not from that culture trying to sound like an expert on that history and sounding like a prat, to be honest. So I seem to remember a setup like this in exactly like this in Revelations, a building that you couldn't climb from the bottom, but you literally had to join from halfway up via a rope bridge. So, you know, this is... Just see if there's a chest or anything in there, but there's not. Up we go. Seems to be something red up here, though. Is that something I have to burst through, or...? We'll go round. There we go. You have to look for the handholds this time. Climbing's not as... There we go, and jump up. Not as intuitive, but this is beautiful. Look at the quality of texture in this, and the quality of the architecture, even down to the damage on the sort of blue tile decoration there. I don't know if there's a specific name for that. Do feel free to teach me. I'm always willing to learn. So if you guys, if there's a specific name for this type of decorative work, then stick it in a comment on the video. I love to learn new things. So yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit my ignorance. Absolutely gorgeous. You know, one thing I hope, that I genuinely hope, is that this game, how they've made it look, how they've made the combat feel, I hope and pray that the original Assassin's Creed game with Altair gets a remake, even just in this engine, just using Assassin's Creed Mirage as the sort of basis for it, because it would look absolutely gorgeous in this setting. Whoops, wrong button. You have to actually leap. Yeah, it would look absolutely gorgeous set up like this. I could imagine Jerusalem and Acre and Damascus all laid out, and you riding through the sort of hub world of the surrounding countryside. Look absolutely beautiful. Basim moving well through the environment here. Ah, perfect. Feels good again.
Enough. Roshan and Foulad are surely awaiting me at the bureau.
Let's go. So the bureau's not that far, it's about 200 metres away from me. We'll see if we can get there without touching the ground. Let's take advantage of these new parkour mechanics, or free run mechanics, whatever you want to call them, and not touch the ground on the way. The world map seems to have been laid out for just that purpose, so let's do it. Game looks absolutely fantastic. Now that the worlds have opened up a bit, and that's how we call.
Nothing can hide from us, Enkidu.
Amazing. That's what I'm looking for there, is it? So there's my... So again, for anyone who hasn't played the RPG Assassin's Creed games, they were the first ones to introduce the eagle mechanic for eagle vision. So this is what was called eagle vision. I think it's now just referred to as sixth sense, a sort of heightened awareness. But in the original sequence of games, and right up until Syndicate, it was called Eagle Vision, and in Eagle Vision you had your, it highlighted your enemies, and basically it was a level of awareness. It was originally passed off as a level of awareness that Altair had, that it was a special heightened awareness, and he could see the intent of people around him, so he could tell when people were hostile to him or when they were friendly, and it helped him to sort of navigate his environment and stay hidden. You know, he could make his way around guards, etc. And it gradually got expanded upon throughout the series to be something that only descendants of the Isu could use Eagle Vision. And then when Origins, Assassin's Creed Origins came out, they took away Eagle Vision and turned it into a sixth sense, and they gave you an eagle whose vision you had to use. So Eagle Vision became a thing where you had to use Senu, that's Bayek's eagle, to sort of navigate. You had sort of a link with him, so you could see through his eyes type thing, and he could pick out threats from the air for you and mark them, and then you could use that to navigate. But it was really overpowered because you could literally scout. It was like having a drone, a personal drone. You could literally scout out enemy positions and mark enemies, and they did try to water it down in future releases by making it so that you could only mark so many enemies and things like that, but it really was an overpowered mechanic. In Assassin's Creed Odyssey it was used again, and in Assassin's Creed Valhalla it was a raven this time because it's Norse and Odin had ravens, so it was to make it. Just going to quickly show you this. So here we are in an Assassin's Bureau. This is what the bureaus were like in Assassin's Creed with Altair. So it's a building that you could only get into via its roof. This symbol obviously making it recognisable for the assassins. And then you could get into the bureau through there. There's the symbol again of the assassins. Lattice covered to hide it, to make it as inconspicuous as possible. Let's go.
So this is a Hidden One's bureau. I expected some sort of hovel.
Some bureaus are. Others can be fitted with gold trim. Wherever space we settle, all that's important is that our occupancy remains a secret.
We certainly have that here. Have you found anything helpful?
Nothing hinting at Ali's whereabouts. However, Noor was in contact with someone named Beshi. A name I recognize as one of Ali's closest allies within the Rebel Collective.
Again, that's a voice I can feel as well.
See if he's in the area. He may have something to tell us about Ali's disappearance.
I have found something.
It seems Noor mapped out this very district. Marked the factories area to the north.
What is there?
Rebel sympathizers. If Noor visited this area for any reason, it is worth following up on.
Understood.
These are not strong leads, but they are a start nonetheless. Fulab and I will see what more we can uncover.
Be careful.
So we can obtain... Oh, an investigation menu. Show me the investigation. Shows the progress of your investigations and cases. Unveiling cases need to be unveiled. These can be found by visiting locations and helping people. Examine a clue after discovering one to gain more information that might prove useful in your investigation. Tracking a case will update the information shown on the map, compass and in-game log. Right, okay, that makes sense. So, Noor's contact. Beshi. Leader of the rebels and ally to the hidden ones. So there's 3 clues to find. There's another clue linked to Noor's contact. Okay, fine. Okay, perfect. Wow. Helping people around Baghdad. Bring the upgrade schematics to a blacksmith or a tailor to upgrade your equipment. Okay. Bonus content unlocked. Yeah. Obviously I got the collector's edition, so bonus content is going to be a thing. I won't use any of the bonus stuff at the moment. I probably I might do the quest, but I'm not. And Kido's not available while I'm in here. Okay.
Yeah. Survey the area, Enkidu.
I can't pan the camera around. Why can I not? Oh, because of that stupid tooltip. Oh, right, okay. I'm gonna have to go into the settings and take that off because that is really getting up my nose. If that happened in combat, I would be absolutely fuming. Gameplay. All I want to do is get rid of that. That's really annoying that I can't just take that off. I can't turn the camera at the minute because there's a tooltip on my screen there. Literally the right trigger is not... Oh wait a minute, no, it's my controller. Oh, give me a moment guys, I'm gonna have to... Why is my... That is extremely irritating. Alright, okay, I'm gonna have to figure out what's went wrong with this. We're at 37 minutes, so I might have to end this one early so I can go and fix my controller because this is extremely annoying. I can't turn my camera around. I can't see my environment. And that's obviously going to be a major problem for stealth. I don't know why it's just decided to stop working. Wonder if I can... No. It's genuinely not letting me see. Right, okay, well in that case, did I... Oh wait a minute. Did I... No, because... Give me a second. Did I accidentally mess with the controls here? Right, okay, yeah, the right stick's not working at all. Right, I am going to have to end this one early because I need to figure out what the heck's gone wrong here. We'll literally pick up from here in the next episode and we'll go for the full 45 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. I wouldn't have gotten much further into the investigation anyway because I'd have been reluctant to go over the sort of 45-minute mark. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. We're back in Baghdad. We should hopefully start seeing a bit more action soon. Thank you for joining me once again. If you are new here, if this is the first video that you've watched, hi, I'm Blizzard Raptor. Please consider leaving a like on the videos that you watch and leaving a comment down below. And most importantly of all, please subscribe to the channel. Subscriptions cost you nothing. It isn't a subscription as in you pay something and you get something. A subscription is just you hitting the subscribe icon on YouTube that you should see down below my video if you're watching this on YouTube. And all that does is it adds to the number of subscribers I've got and helps me get my content out there for people to watch. Other than that, guys, take care of yourselves, whatever you get up to. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you for what will be part 4 of Assassin's Creed Mirage real soon. Take care, and bye for now.